Yep. Who's getting the dream? Because
Yep,
correct
we
me if I'm
both
wrong.
called it cactus.
Yeah. I want to say pronounce because correct me if I'm wrong. Because people that have had the dreams the most so far have been Nephrite, Null, and Elish have gotten a lot of dreams recently. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Null was the last one, and so I'd say our bets currently are on Ogman or Holmir, so we'll see.
Yep.
I'm
Again,
still
it's all
surprised that we're keeping this betting pot going.
I'm not betting.
Not,
I'm just,
yeah, it's just process of elimination.
Yeah. Null's looking at it logically. I'm looking at a case of Kat has said before she rolls the dice to see who gets the dream.
True.
So it's like, who's getting it in all honesty? Because they seem to love you sound. Now, is that my bet? No, I'm just looking at the facts.
Yep,
Shut up.
just give me a moment.
You're fine, you're fine.
Yeah, let's see what rollies say. And I have no regrets on that.
Come on, you.
Ogman.
Okay.
So, Ogman, you feel the familiar cold air of the dreamscape.
Haven't been here in a while. Let's see where it takes me. And Ogman starts following whichever way he just starts heading north.
Just give me a second.
Don't worry, I wasn't going for the low-hanging fruit.
Come on, you. Work.
Interesting. Out of character, because correct me if I'm wrong, I've been here before, right?
It feels slightly familiar to you, though. Make a history check.
Second, gotta find history.
That is enough that you kind of remember seeing this area in the Feywilds In Greymore, to be precise.
Greymore? Greymore. Wonder where this is then, or where I could be. Well, let's just wait and see what happens.
You hear a shrill voice coming from the side. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I just found myself here. That's what I'm doing. And
Poor
so what are you
little
doing?
thing. But interesting. You don't seem scared at all.
There is normal response, but gathering information can also be fun. So right now, gathering information, I see this as fun and gathering information.
Information. Information. On what? On who? On where? On when? Why?
Personal interest. Because from what I've heard of you, from what I've heard of your kind, they are quite fascinating.
Fascinating. Intriguing. Words we wish to hear on tongues. What does your tongue sound like? Will repeat our words? Echo them? Mimic them? What does having a tongue feel like?
I would say it's difficult to explain from my point of view. From what you're saying, you don't have tongues, so that'd be a difficult thing to explain, in my opinion. But I wish I could.
We don't
And I'm gonna
have
say this with. Oh, you first.
we don't have mouths. But some of us do. We take them, use them, feel them.
However, though, a part of me has a feeling that you two also didn't find me for no reason.
Strong muscles, strong personality. It could be eyes.
Being who I am, that would be not good for me because I know I have people that are waiting for me. So sadly, I would have to decline your offer of giving you my body.
Augment, you feel a pulse coming from your sword. Oh,
What do you mean by that? No, and I don't mean that to you, Ken. I mean like sound. Because she's screaming, freezing! But Owen's gonna feel the pulse and... That's right, he's not gonna disengage, but it's gonna be a fact that, yes, he's weary. He's on guard, so that way if they do try anything, they're not really gonna get what they want. It's still obvious that he's willing to be peaceful, but should they try to go aggressive, he is gonna go and change his stance from peaceful to aggressive.
As you do, reach for the sword, you feel a shadow looming over you. They have no face, but you could tell that these Canary are looking up at it and are fleeing.
Out of character, part of me has a very bad feeling about who/what this is.
Do you turn around?
I cautiously turn around with my hand on my sword in case they're looking for a fight. Making it that obvious with my body language as well. Give me a second to zoom in. God damn it. Slow computer being slow. Oh. Long time no see. Good to see ya.
Good to see you too, though. Next time you try to find information, stop. Maybe not play with your quarry.
Let's just say things with, as you know, her Aerith, who is now Kira. Let's just say things have changed because of that. And I'm gonna say this with a bit of a blush, so that way Avalon can really obviously pick up on the reasoning why.
Oh, you two? That is so. Ah! Ah!
Oh, okay,
He
I'm guessing that
kind
is
of
not good.
crutches forward a bit, holding aside as you see him fizzle in and out. Sorry. Connection's kind of hard with the dreamscape, but this is the best chance to talk to you.
Okay, what is going on?
That's the thing. I don't know. As soon as when I came back to my old self, I'm beginning to remember things. Things that happened before. Things that happened before the corruption of the gods.
Tell me them as best you can with the time we got. And take a seat as well, it'll probably help out. And I mean, pretty much drags Avalon to take a seat with him, whether he wants to or not, even though he is a god.
Instead, he's like shifting towards the fountain and kind of stick his tail in to that before facing you again. Yeah. You know how all this happened because of the Lady of Poison, right?
Armin nods his head.
But I remember there was someone who gave her that poison.
So we're dealing with a third party.
In a sense, though, they want nothing to do with this order, unbalance of the gods. But the worst part is, they don't want credit. They don't want recognition, riches, anything. They just want to see people destroy themselves.
That is not good. So that means we're dealing. Problem is, who's above? What is above a god? That doesn't matter right now. Is there anything else you remember that could be paramount to helping us out as well?
I know the one that interacted with the Lady of Poison, as well as probably has the most hand of what's happening with Celius. When you saw that circle in that prison, I was looking through your eyes, watching over you, and I recognized that symbol. That's when my mind clicked.
If you can send it to my mind, do it. Because as we know, saying a deity's name aloud will not do any good.
This one is an exception because they are everywhere. But they only touch certain people. They won't touch just anyone. It could take thousands of years for these people to have a connection, and this one found one. It is most likely that when you go into that palace, you may be fighting someone under the influence of this being.
Okay. I'll be sure to let everyone know. Because we have a little resistance going in with us, so.
I know, and I am so proud of you for that. Though,
It isn't that
Azrael's
much of a.
right, you really should watch your left more often.
I know, but again, I don't deserve any of the credit. Everyone else did a lot more of the work.
But anyway, just beware of the mockery. A lord in black. A dark, twisted creature. And beware of the one that holds his power. But break that chain, and you'll stop the madness in Celius.
You got it. And I won't be doing it alone, and you know that through seeing my eyes.
I know. We're not gonna have much time here.
Yeah.
Knock him dead as he fades.
And just before you can fade, says, stay safe. And Arwen is doing everything he can to possibly make sure this information does not leave his head. That means he can share it with everyone first thing in the morning. But a part of me thinks that's not going to be the only guest I'm getting in this dreamscape right now, is it? Bingo!
Yeah, you see Alanta, but you see her dress is torn, her hair ragged, black marks and bruises are all over her body.
Whoa, okay. Arwen's gonna gently grab her hand and lay her down onto the bench he was just sitting on.
Thank you.
Part of me wants to know what happened, but with the information I just got, I think I know exactly what happened.
What?
You got hurt either by the Canary or the one above them.
Neither. I grabbed information someone didn't want to share.
And
I
share
am
that information with me.
Yes. I'm positive that the Order is closer to finding her again. And worse, they're close to unlocking her chains. If they do, her poison and corruption will spread again.
Is there any way to destroy these chains that would not unseal her?
Put stronger chains. Or destroy her. And you see her almost in tears.
I'm going to, as best he can, comfort her. Just silently comfort her.
Yeah, you see her face as she wipes a tear and looks at it. Has it really been this long since I have seen my own tears? Has it been so long since I feel anything? I'm not supposed to feel anything, but I feel hurt, guilt, resolve. Is this the closest that anyone could feel mortal?
There's still more emotions to that than being mortal. There's joy, there's sadness, there's anger, there's hope, there's despair. There's a wide range of emotions, including love as well. So, but yeah, you're feeling a little bit mortal right now by the way you're describing it. But there is still more that you could be feeling to be truly mortal, even though you are a deity and you were partially mortal in a sense of having emotions and such.
Yes. I need to go back to my space. I need to rest for a bit.
Okay.
And from the sounds of it, you have your hands full.
I will be nice enough to tell you one thing, though. Goddess of Poison isn't the biggest fish. There was someone above that.
I know. And I can't talk about them without choking up again. Not after everything that they did to me, to the other gods, to the whole world.
Then if you can, don't say it. Inscribe it in my mind if you can. I'll be sure to let my group know and we can deal with them as best we can.
I'll say this. Don't trust every smile. Smile's a tool for getting something you want. And some will use a smile for nefarious purposes.
You got it.
If someone smiles too wide, they're hiding something. And she gives you a small smile as you wake up.
Augment has just a stern face right now. As he gets up. And he yells this loud enough so that way only everyone in the room can hear. I need those that are the highest up. We need to talk right now. And Ogden gets up. And Ogden is looking at the most serious he's ever been.
What's going on?
I want to tell everyone at once, Kira. Trust me, this is a lot bigger than we think it is. And I wish I was underestimating that. And he looks directly to Nefre from over his shoulder. And now with the... Give me a second, double check the whole party is here. Yes, they are. Ogden fills them in on everything from the dream. Including the fact of what Avalon told him as well. Just make sure everyone... So yeah, sound, you're still muted.
I just realized I was muted. God damn it.
Mhm.
Well, now that I'm unmuted, can I just break character real quick? Cat, you're spoiling me tonight. I caught both of the things you did. You did Star Kid first. I'm gonna message you later on tonight about which one we're dealing with, and then you pull an Alistair right at the end. You rephrased his speech, but you pulled an Alistair.
Continuing on.
But in regards to Ogden's face, I know that look. I've had that look countless times. I know that look. And also hearing everything that he said. Having a what now?
You heard me right. There's someone above her. And they have a mortal, as I'm going to call it, a mortal tool to work with right now.
Never mind, Cat. I know which one you're trying to make us fight. Never mind. Because of that clue. Never mind. I know who we're dealing with.
That would be
And
spoiler
I
territory,
hate
so
you.
no.
I am gonna
Spoiling
be
it
so.
for the campaign.
I'm gonna
I
be
will
so
be-
interested in seeing your thoughts on all this afterwards, Nephrite.
Now, personally, I have unfounded suspicions. I will state that right now. But, for now, I think it's the best that we can do with the information we have. As much as you hate hearing that, Nephrite, I know it's the best we got. The fact that the order being close to concealing them, that is not funny as well.
We have a king, a twisted prince, a spell-slinging freaking advisor. Now this.
Now these two big things of information. Yay! And there was two more things I kind of sort of ran into. I mean, does not look
What?
that right in the eye at this point.
What?
Nothing too dangerous, I promise. An obvious fact he is lying through his teeth, so I will make that deception roll. Give me one moment. Let me find it.
Mark it.
You got it. Give me a second to put the count in.
Actually, nah, because I wouldn't need advantage. Because I would say just for funny, when I need advantage because I know that look and I've seen it so many times with our last two party members.
Well, you passed his deception, so
Right, so I was gonna say I digress. Just keep it the way it is. Come in. You have 5 glorious seconds to tell me exactly what you found, or I will smack it out of you with my own bare hands. And your girlfriend will not save you.
I'm gonna blush his bit at the girlfriend comment, but it's like two person I ran into in the dream world were trying to sort of maybe Kukanari
What?
what?
that wanted to try to lift my body.
Okay, 1, that can be handled by your girlfriend. 2, they're bad.
Well, they're always residents in the dream world. We know that, but still, who are they so I could kill them? Or
Yeah, they didn't give me their name. They didn't give me their name.
they are
They were
lucky
Blue
I
Canary, which I'm willing to back you to get more people.
they are lucky I don't have access to the dream world anymore.
And you said I was overprotective, Neff, right? And Alvin gives a little bit of a chuckle because he's ribbing himself and Kira at the same time.
She gives you a smack across the head, about the back of your head. You are.
And you aren't with that little comment? And I'm gonna just playfully smirks at her.
Well, they don't complain to
that's
me about being the
understandable, because
overprotective girlfriend. They complained about you by being the overprotective boyfriend.
That's not being overprotective. That's being understandable. I would be the same way if another one was trying to feel up on a leash.
But continuing on though, yeah. Thankfully, we have Avalon to thank for not letting that happen.
Good.
Alicia's confused.
And all is going. Good thing I don't have this problem.
Right now.
Yeah,
right
thanks
now.
for. Oh, you do have a point. And I was sort of thinking it, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. But yes, now we have a lot more information to deal with, as well as the bigger threat than even her. Well, that's going to be fun.
Okay, well, I know who my target is for tonight.
Who?
The advisor, because now that is getting way too much more information on my end.
That gives me a few suspicions of my own, but it's not within the king, or the prince, or the advisor.
Who?
Alvin says nothing as... Let me just say, he shouldn't need to say anything because of his thought process.
If you're thinking about Asriel, he shouldn't be on the block.
No, I don't think Azrael. I have a few... Again, I have suspicions of multiple people. Some like the king and the prince are two of them, but they are the least likely suspects that I have of mine.
Then who's your biggest suspect?
Sadly, that's a case of no information means all the ones that I have suspicions of are equal, and yeah. So do you want to be here for 5 hours?
Now you guys are seeing why it's getting more and more Now you guys are seeing why I'm having more and more reasons to not go to sleep at night.
You say that, but you're not the only one.
But then I would be hearing something from Kira saying, if you don't go to sleep, you're not going to be as functional.
We need sleep.
Says the woman who couldn't sleep for hours.
Well, let's get on with today's.
Yeah, and Noel, can you make a perception check for me, please? And
Okay, just a second.
Nephrite can too, as well as Elish.
My ears do more than frame my face.
That's right. Is
Hi,
the best.
Piccolo.
Uh-oh, 2 15s in a row. I'm thankful they weren't 12s.
Yeah, unfortunately the 15s failed, but the 26 succeed as Nephrite. You notice there's someone listening in your conversation.
My money's on this guy, am I right?
Yep.
Can I help you?
Don't mind an old man just resting his legs a bit. Still can't believe that cross took a lot out of me.
Oh, and that reminds me as well. Remember that magic circle I destroyed as well, since you brought that area up?
I heard a boom, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that was for the one above that one. That's what that magic circle was for.
You're in quite a hole, Ogman. Do you need another shovel, or do you need a rope to get out of here?
Hey, I'm giving. Honestly, would you rather me keep this information from you?
Alright.
Take your pick. Keep this information from you, or give it to you. Take your pick.
I'd rather it be given. The moment it happens!
I just found out! Okay, the destruction of the circle? No. What the information was connected to? Yes.
But, kind sir, since you have been listening to pretty much all of this, what is your insight or advice for this situation? And Nephrite is asking the kindly gentleman who was hanging on a cross, Jesus Christ Superstar style.
Yep, he decided to get up to get a little closer to all of you. And speak in a whispered tone. My advice is to not take this foe lightly. If it is what I fear it is, then the work is far from done.
What do you fear it may be? Without saying the name, we all know the caveat and backlash behind if you say a deity's name.
Fun fact. They don't care about that rule. They are anything and everything and everywhere. And every way.
Exactly. And this one is particular, called the mockery.
That's the exact same thing.
How do you fight something that's everywhere?
In everything.
That's the
Everything.
thing.
That's impossible.
Oh, that's the thing. That's just it. They're air. Invisible. untouched. They need an anchor to spread their chaos, their misguided words, their influence. So if you get rid of the anchor,
Break the chain, as I was told.
exactly. For the Lady of Poison, her chain is the order. For the Mockery, his chain is anchored to someone in Celius.
So that knocks out. I'm gonna start, like, his finger there, starting doing mental math in front of everyone, like, how many people that eliminates from his suspect list.
Well, what is
Lot. Let's break it down.
curious to me is that you're not questioning how I know this.
Considering where you were being kept, it is not really surprising.
I think you know it is a lot more than that.
Well, I'm just wait. The way you are and with you sharing the information with us right now, and I'm going to sing this in a hushed tone. With the way you're sharing it with us, I'm willing to bet you're part some sort of secret order that's against them, somehow returning to the mortal plane. All right.
You are all surprisingly dumb about this. I mean, I can sense you've met them before. And you think how I would know all this? I'm that old to remember.
Almost right eye starts twitching because he thinks he knows exactly what it is. And within Kira's mind, because there is nothing that she can't read right now, it's like, is this little censored immortal?
Well, okay.
Again, that's in his head. That's in his head. Only Kira can hear that because that's it going on in his head.
Hush tone, though. So, if you are old enough to know that we have met, or possibly met all of whom you are predicting, that leads me to suspect one of two things. Either A, you're immortal, just like the very beings that we're trying to either protect or fight, or you're a deity just like that. Which deity, I do not know.
Well, as of right now, I would still prefer to know me by this common tongue right now. If you succeed, then I will gladly show you all. As of right now,
Until that.
Out of character, I think I know exactly who this is.
Well then, out of character, bonk! Shush!
Until that day comes, how do we address you?
you'll address me as Garland. Same as you always have.
And I understood that reference.
Of course, all of the Final Fantasy people would get that reference. I don't.
Dang.
Sid is the one Final Fantasy character you would enjoy.
Depending on which version.
Definitely.
In any case.
Yeah, do not get
But
close to Sid in 13. Or 12.
Moving on, because that's
Sorry
already
for the
too many
references. I'm a geek.
aren't we all? But
We're
moving
geeks
on
and
before.
nerds, okay?
Yes. But either way, we've got a long day ahead of us. And we got a ball to get ready for.
Mhm.
And I believe we'll end it there tonight, guys.
Okay.
Night.
Yep.
All right.
Next session is this will
Next
be the
week
start
we're
of the
going to a
ball.
ball. Woo!
So yeah, we will. Well, when you stop recording, we'll discuss how we're gonna be doing it in the groups. So
So what you think of this session?
Woo
Oh,
boy!
yeah.
Let us wait. I want to ask this question though to you, Kat. Who was the one? Was it predetermined that Ogwen was going to be the one getting this dream, or was it a roll of the dice?
It was a roll.
Don't know the funniest thing. A part of me is like, I swear to God, the dice. Because a part of me like pre-session was like, we're gonna have a dream. That's a big fat no, duh. But it's probably gonna either go to Nephrite because she has had so many of them, Null because he's had like Null or Elite. It's like the big three for the dreamscape. Because again, it's either in the dream world, it's either Nephrite, Elige, or Null getting the dreams. It's never really Holnir or Ogmen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that got changed.
And Ogmen this time was the one allowed to bring the big bomb drop. An obvious fact, yes, I know I shouldn't have trusted the Canary, but it was a case of Ogmen was curious about Kira's original culture. Sue me.
Yeah, well, her original culture were assholes.
Again, let it not be said he wasn't trying to do things for the sake of Kira. So, but yeah, seeing Avalon again was actually nice.
We haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when this episode drops, I know I'm gonna see a bunch of fan art or just a bunch of art in general from either myself, Kat, or whoever else aside from us views the episodes. I'm gonna see some pictures of Kira Nephrite with a dust cap and the Queen, as well as Elige, just sitting in the middle of an etiquette class. Just
I think
Rain and Spadeballs, baby, on the train.
No, another comic strip I could see was like, is the Kira waking up Armor? It's like, doesn't work. Drags him. I'm gonna work with his finger, with just one finger being up while his face is on the ground. It's like, I'm gonna work.
Yep. And I will say this, even though Nephrite and Kira are gonna be in like corsets and big dresses, they'll still have areas to hide all of their weapons and stuff.
good.
The only upside of Ogman, he doesn't need to worry about hiding his weapons. He can just do that naturally.
Yeah, only downside to Nephrite in a corset, she can barely move.
Or breathe.
Yeah. But if we are done recording, Kat, I sent you two options when you were saying, "Oh, the one above her is the Lord in Black." My brain went straight to Star Kid. Okay, which of the Lords in Black are we dealing with? We dealing with Wiggly? We dealing with Nibbly? We dealing with Tinky? We dealing with Blinky? Or we dealing with Pookie?
No, when I heard Lord of Black, I was thinking Lord of Dark, so my mind went straight to Live Alive and Odio. I'm like, oh boy.
I found out that in a sense, D&D has their own versions of the Lords in Black. That's kind of what I'm playing on here.
Oh dear God.
Oh Nelly.
I'm not gonna share the theory on who they are because if I'm right, oh my God, I think there would be so much hate from sound if I'm right.
I mean, if somebody did homebrew versions of the Star Kid Lords in Black, then I would be very interested. But if D&D had their own versions and Star Kid actually played on that, perhaps we use Star Kid is inspiration by D&D. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as for who I think that guy is, since watch, are we recording still or no?
No, we're not recording.
We good.
Why do I think he's the god of the gauntlet we're going after?
That was my thought.
If he is Helm, then where the hell is Torm?
That is Torm.
Okay, if that's Torm,
Be
where
one or
the
the
hell
other.
is Helm?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Not to give it away for anything, but Helm is boss, while Torm is Celius.
Yeah, well, if he's one, then where's the other? Then that's the point.
Yeah.
No, I think I get what the point is. And to explain, it's a case of, correct me if I'm wrong, Horn is the one for boss, right?
Helm.
Helm.
Helm, sorry, BJ. Yeah. Helm is one for boss. Helm is my best guess in boss as we speak. Well, Torn is right here in front of us.
It is his city.
It would be completely funny if Eichel was actually Helm.
We'll see.
It would be completely hilarious if that was the case. Because that would have meant the entire time Nephrite was sassing and joking around with a god.
You're not the only one. The entire party assessed around him and joked with him.
But then on top of that, she got praised for her back sass and calling people out from a god that she doesn't even follow.
I love it when you guys have your theories.
You forget, Sound and I are the theory queen and the theory king.
And also, Dragon asked me this last week, and because we were both still talking about the ship between Elige and Nephrite. And if everybody was reading the in-character chat, she only gives Elige basically a kiss on the cheek. He legit asked me this. So when is Nephrite gonna give Elige a kiss on the mouth? Or maybe a spur of the moment kind of thing? But now that the ball came up, if if the plan goes well, Nephrite brings along Elige as a +1, she can pull it off and say that Elige is technically under the guise of her husband.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I want to say this right now. I have a feeling Cat would play the princess way if you didn't do that, and that would be trying to flirt with your disguised self.
Like just me under the masquerade, just me under the mask in a big poofy dress with a corset, and Elise standing to my left. The prince comes down and sees a fair maiden who appears to be single and just has somebody beside her that appears to be the obstacle. Excuse me, fair maiden, would you mind if I have this dance? I'm sorry, I'm married. Okay.
No, here's what I think the prince would do.
Cool.
You'll tell me your husband's name, and I will thank him for marrying such a fair maid, aka kill him. Again, I can see the prince doing that, and Cat, we're just poking fun at one of your characters. You know that.
I know. I made him to be made fun of.
Ken knows that I will poke fun of everything. I mean, hi, you're talking to somebody that was the first person to roast her character in a courtroom with Ace Attorney background music.
Yep.
It was just Dragon who did the finishing move on him and just roasting him and the royal advisor in a courtroom in Nemia with Ace Attorney background music.
Yeah, the next session is gonna be so much fun when you see him again.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Just urge to kill Rising. Nephrite, don't kill him. But urge to kill Rising. Yes, I know your urge to kill is rising, but you can't kill him yet.
But
You gotta
I
go
want to
see the
kill
royal
him.
advisor in his armor.
What would
But
And
I
a
happen?
want to
knife.
kill him.
Do you know the funny thing? That'd probably be Ogwen and Kira, but in reverse with Ogwen being like, need to kill him. Rising!
No, I
But I
imagine,
want to kill him.
I
You can
almost,
kill him after we knock out the order.
I'm always imagining if, the prince is talking to someone, say, Kira, you see, Augment and Nephrite, doing, like, the mind-killing thing like Beauregard and Caleb did to that, guy who was talking to Yasha.
Actually, no, fool's gold time. The prince talks to Kira, unbeknownst to him, that Kira has a boyfriend. Nephrite just has a tingling sensation of why do I have the feeling that Augment is ready to kill a man? Augment just witnessing all of this. Murder, 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 murder.
Yeah, that would be Ogwen, but it's like, I was like, Ogwen at least has enough self-restraint to be like, I want to kill him. I need to kill him. But I can't kill him because plan.
I would feel
You
better
can
when I kill
you
him.
can kill him after we complete the plan. Well, for Nephrite with a leash. So, shall we go to the royal advisor? Yes, I believe we shall. Like nothing is happening.
While same time she's like gagging from the prince hitting on her.
Mentally gagging while also just cuddling up to Elise. Just never
Aw.
treat me like that. Never treat me like that, and I will cherish you till the day I die. And now that both me and Kat have seen Hazbin Hotel to its entirety for season 1, season 2 should be coming out either sometime this year or sometime next year. Still don't have a confirmed release date, but still. I have a feeling that the prince will now officially act like Adam. And if he does, if the prince starts acting like Adam, not only will Augment start saying murder, 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 but myself and Jovial, through our characters, will be saying murder, 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 where's the knife, where's the knife, I need a knife!
A knife! No!
This is
Why
why
a knife? Why not an axe?
Or in this case, why not his blade?
this is why I love you guys.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. Yeah, excuse me, Your Majesty. Let me ask you something.
Don't you mean ask? No.
No, axe. Throws axe at head. Ooh.
Actually, just, no. A chef or a barber just around the prince. Hey, Your Majesty, I have a question for you. How does the moon get his hair cut? Gee, I don't know how. He clips it. Dagger through the throat.
Okay, that joke needs to be
And
on,
with
like,
the, if he gets cut
weekday
in half at the end,
pun.
what happened to the prince? Oh, he had to split.
Are you guys seriously getting these from the
Gosh
weekday
dang it.
puns?
No, I didn't.
No,
He
I
had to
get it from
split
Sun and
that
Moon.
was from the Running Man.
And the Eclipse joke is from Ask Sun and Moon with the comic dub made by Sea Dog VA.
All mine are just going off the top of my head, so I didn't know they existed already.
But next week is
Mm,
the ball.
yeah,
Y'all already
someone.
know that I'm gonna have in character just buzzing all week.
Yeah,
Nephrit in
and
a
I
corset.
don't know why, but for some reason I got and already I just got an AC/DC song in my head.
Which one?
Big balls.
No.
I want to say this because I have a theory about the ball that I'm going to share with all of you. That if the ball is some kind of giant sacrifice, I swear I am going to rage.
Cat.
That would be spoilers, so she can't say anything.
Fair, but cat.
Yes.
We are level 13. We are level 13. If this all results in a massive TPK, as well as the universal TPK, I will rage.
She wouldn't.
Would she?
Hey, there's always a chance that every fight that we go into, there is that chance.
I mean, true. I mean, hell, we
But then
were
again, this
supposed
is
to
her
fight
first campaign.
Leviathan.
Yeah, but this is her first campaign. She wouldn't. I don't think she would go that far.
Fair.
No, when I mean like a mass sacrifice section, I mean akin to like the arena sacrifice from Welcome to the Show. You know exactly which scene I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know that
For
scene.
those of us that have not seen that,
Oh wait, Dragon, you haven't seen it?
I have not been able to see any of the Welcome to the Show beyond like the first 5 episodes.
Right. In a nutshell, there's an entire arena filled with people that are just instantly killed and sacrificed for the end goal.
I was
No
also
save,
thinking
no
about
nothing.
I was also thinking about that massive transmutation circle in FMA Brotherhood. So, oh
Ooh.
boy.
But yeah, with this session being roleplay heavy, I am predicting that either next session or 2 to 3 sessions later, we get in some combat.
Yeah, I'm hoping for next session. We get some mooks for next session. Maybe about an hour inward, but that's Cat's call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If
that is.
I'm gonna say, if
Yeah,
anything, I
and
think most of the combat is going to come from the sewer team that's entering through the hidden passage.
true. And I would also say that yeah, I think Cat delayed it not to have it this session because she's at her parents' place at the moment. So save the combat sessions for when she's actually home.
Yeah. That and I want to have some time to finish something else too. That would be a surprise for next session.
Right.
Oh,
And in
oh
a nutshell, she's
dear.
doing smart work.
I mean, by the sounds of it, but still, I am excited for whatever it may be.
I'm nervous and excited.
Okay. So with that, I think I'm gonna log off tonight.